upset. Wish I could lose you, I wish I could forget. But the mind is a cage, and the longer that we age, our brains become the stage of the drama and the rage. And I'm pretty medicated if you had to ask me. Sativa dreams got me singing songs likely, but a Band-Aid covers up the pain is all. Cause I'm going cuckoo bananas, waiting for your call. Waiting on your call, so I'm hopping in my car. No speed limit, it won't take me too long. This shit could get a little spooky. Tell the neighbor there's nothing to see. I'm sliding through your streets and I'm swerving around them curves. I'm climbing through your hedges and I'm through the front door. Didn't I tell you not to panic? This shit isn't peculiar. I'm manic. Manifest, manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hi, hola, welcome. It is a beautiful, sunny Sunday afternoon here in Los Angeles. Ooh, I feel like I just introed one of my edited YouTube videos, but that is not why we are here today. I am live. I am here. Welcome to a Keke with Mimi. I am CourtneyRevolution. I love to jump up on here every single Sunday live at 12 for the Green Chair Chats, home of the Revolution Redemption, home of, listen, you should see should be its own thing sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel like it should be its own separate video, but it's not. I'm gonna force more stuff on you guys today during that segment, but wait, because it is also the home of speculation, not confirmation. And you guys, there are a lot of stories that we have to get down to and break it on down. 2 or 4 today, right? What am I talking about today, you guys? Girl, I don't even know. We have a lot to get into. We are talking Jeffree Star and the whole Morphe debacle. They finally dropped his flat ass, thank the Lord. What else are we talking about? August Alsina, Keke Palmer, the Smiths, that red table talk. We're gonna get into all of those entanglements, darling. I wanna talk a little bit about Katy Perry and Smile because I do have some thoughts on that. We have to discuss that, honestly, because I feel like Katy Perry is not getting the warmest welcome that I want for her. So we need to discuss why we need to love Katy Perry just a little bit more during this time. Y'all know I love to force stuff on you guys. Also, one of you guys brought up, because you guys know I always ask on my YouTube channel, on the little community tab on my channel, I asked you guys what you guys want to talk about, and we have to talk about Disney World reopening. You guys know that I am a former Disney employee, so I want to share my thoughts on the whole Disney World debacle. Well, it's not really a debacle. It's a debacle for me. Me versus Disney. It's not a battle either. We're just going to discuss Disney reopening and how we feel about that. There's a lot to get into today. We are also going to discuss Naya Rivera because I do feel like it's important. I know I normally like to use this platform as sort of like a place for positivity and fun and laughs and giggles, but I do think it's very important to sort of touch on that and discuss that just a little bit before we jump into everything else that I have got here for you guys today. So I want to first start off by saying hi, hello, welcome. If this is your first time and you're like, oh my God, why is this show so long? This is an hour. I clicked to hear the tea about whatever the title is. Do not worry, do not fret. If you go down in the comment section below, normally 9 times out of 10, I leave sort of like a chapters comment, like a pinned comment that lets you know like where you can find the tea that you're looking for. So what am I talking about? Do not worry. I just like to take things a little bit nice and slow, and I like to kiki, and I like to discuss with the rebels of the revolution. Now, I thought I grabbed my green merch moment, but I guess I left it in my bedroom. Just want to remind you guys, Speculation Not Confirmation merch is for sale in the little shelf down below. You can get like a sweatshirt, a hoodie, a sticker, and I think that's it for right now. More stuff coming soon. I'm working on stickers and face masks. Real quick. If there's anything off or weird or wrong with your order, or if it's just taking a really long time, hold tight. Definitely email Teespring for sure. email Teespring, see what they say, and if you are unhappy with their response, get in touch with me on social media, and we'll figure that all out. I know that orders have been taking sort of like a minute, but we are in the midst of the whole Rona and all of that. But I just did receive an email that was like, bitch, our factories are open again, so tell your customers that we are moving and grooving and booming again. So if you're still waiting, hang tight. But if it's like a situation where you're like, I ordered this like literally 30 years ago, definitely shoot them an email and they will definitely hook you up with some sort of free moment. You won't have to pay again. I see you, Samantha. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, I need to sip. Oh yeah. Ooh, that was good. Okay. If you're new here, if it's your first time, I like to start out every single stream with a little bit of positivity. So if there's anything good that you have done or anything good that you just want to say about yourself or a favorite celebrity, if you saw anything that they have done that was like positive and good, let me know in the chat. I just want to say, before we get to that part of the show, something positive that I want to say has to go to Jada Pinkett-Smith and Will Smith. And I want to say something positive about them that I appreciate is the fact that they don't really owe us an explanation on their relationship at all. Like, they literally could have just let August just like chatterbox himself in a corner and just ignored it and kept on being like filthy rich legends that just do their own thing and mind their business. But I really, 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 truly appreciate and respect the fact that they came out, y'all, and they sat at that red table and they gave us all of the goods that they felt like they wanted to share. So I really, really, really respect that. I don't know if I would have had the heart to do that, but shout out to the Smith family. Oh my God, I thought that was like, y'all should have saw me on the couch, girl. Whoo, that was definitely something. Let me see. Oh, Mally is saying, no, Courtney, y'all politely DM or tweet them, I think you're trying to say. And they were super sweet and responsive, and I'm waiting for my pink sweater. Exactly. Thank you, Mally. Whichever way works for you. Some people don't have Twitter at all. That's why I try in some sort of quantity to be everywhere at once, because there are those of you guys that are like really active with me on Twitter, on YouTube, and not anywhere else, or you're like, I feel like some of y'all like pick a place to be active with me, so I try to like put stuff out everywhere and make it be uniform, but I'm only human, Hannah Montana, and nobody's perfect. But definitely agree with Mally. However you can get in touch with Teespring, just let them know they're not gonna make you pay for anything extra or anything like that. Okay, now, Katie Gomez is saying, something positive today is that I finally uploaded onto my channel again, working on my Rain On Me look, and it will be up this upcoming Friday. Shout out to you, Katie. Shout out to all of you guys working on channels right now. I'm definitely out here. I'm gonna watch. I know Gabby uploaded a mukbang. Katie's channel is pumping stuff out. If you guys know Madison Hill's pumping out content as well. Make sure you check out her newest vlog, y'all. She was having so much fun. Y'all better have seen it. Make sure that y'all give her a thumbs up and make sure that you guys subscribe to her channel because she is a beast. I see you, Nicole. Nicole is saying, first time catching Courtney live. I'm hyped. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the first timers. If you're here, if you took time out of your day to make sure that you were here live so that you and I can have this interaction, shout out to you. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate all of the support. Just the fact that you guys are like, you know what, this little bit of time, I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna go hang out with Courtney. You know, I wanna see Courtney do his thing alone, so you know what, I'm gonna roll on up to his channel and see what he's talking about. So welcome to all of you guys that are live for the first time, and shout out to all of you guys that are watching and it's not live and you're like, what the hell is this? Hi, welcome. Shout out to you guys as well. Jessica is saying, Court, I'm thinking of joining Twitter just for you. Oh my God, that is so sweet. Y'all, I am such a mess on Twitter. I am always like liking and bookmarking and seeing what y'all have to say. And I really appreciate that because that is probably the place on the internet that I am the most active. Like, y'all know, those of you guys, those of you rebels of the revolution that are on Twitter with me, y'all know that is where I live. That is very much my home. Tamara says, good afternoon, Courtney. I finally made it to see my family before the second wave of COVID-19. Shout out to you, Tamara. Please be careful. Please be safe. Please continue, all of you guys, wash your hands. Like I said, I'm going to try to come out with some sort of face mask situation. So hopefully those people that just feel like it's a joke or it's a hoax and somehow still support me, if that is the way that I can get y'all to wear a face mask by coming out with my own print or whatever, I definitely want to be part of the help. Shout out to you, Tamara. Shout out to everyone that is in the chat. I see y'all right now. I love the community aspect. So as I'm rambling on, you guys, going through the stories, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I know it's a little bit difficult when you're not watching live, but you know what I do, y'all? When I watch my favorite creators and they say something that's really profound, y'all, I will sit up there and talk to the TV. It is so extra. My boyfriend probably thinks I'm crazy, but like literally, if you guys know the creator AJ, the reactor, AJ will literally be like, you know, I'm not really feeling this song. And I'll be like, what? AJ girl, that's my song. Or like the song will start to play and I'll be like, I know AJ don't like that one. She ain't feeling that one, girl. You feeling that one, girl? It's a whole thing. It's a whole gag. It's fun. No worries. Let's get into Naya Rivera, right? So in case you guys are out of the loop, Naya Rivera, who is a very talented actress, singer, performer. She was out at Lake Piero with her 4-year-old son, and her 4-year-old son was found in a boat. Naya was nowhere to be found. They've been searching for her since she has gone missing. Initially, it was sort of like a search, like a where's Naya? And now authorities have come out and said that the search has sort of switched from where's Naya to sort of like a body recovery kind of situation. So for me personally, I am still keeping hope alive because I feel like nothing is exactly finite until it's finite, if that's not a word. Oh God, how awful. But I feel like it's not really final yet. So until there is some sort of body found, I want to keep hope alive. Something that really shook me a little bit was, I don't know if you guys saw or if you guys know this actor, but he was a very huge actor during my time. Still, to me, to this day, if I saw him, I'd probably gag. Taj Mowry, brother of T and Tamara. I didn't know that him and Naya Rivera actually dated. And they dated more than once, and he left sort of a very heartfelt moment on Instagram, sort of dedicated to her and her family. So I want to send I don't want to say condolences yet, you guys. I know that y'all feel how y'all feel about the situation, and I feel how I feel about the situation, but until there is sort of like a final answer, I just don't want to put that out there just yet. I want to keep hope alive, especially for her son, and I want to say shout out to her family, Big Sean, and Taj Mowry especially, because that really, you could tell, it definitely shook him, the situation. I want to say shout out to Heather Morris as well, another Glee castmate of Naya Rivera. She sort of is trying to put together her own search of the area as well, to sort of just lend a hand, because I couldn't imagine the police looking for your friend, your sister, your castmate, and it just seems like nothing is being done, and you feel like, I have to do something. And so I'm on board with that. Shout out to Heather Morris. And here, right now, I'm going to keep hope alive. Let me get a little sip moment. Katie is saying, that video footage of her getting to the parking lot, I don't know what to say. I'm hoping she's okay, keeping things positive. Katie, I did see that. Something else I did see, but I didn't want to include the asset on this show, was there's a photo of Naya's mom, and she's at the lake, and she just has her arms like outstretched, just sort of like, I don't even know. It just comes across like very like, oh my God, if there is anything or anyone out there, all I'm asking is just to return my baby home safe. It very much was giving me that kind of energy, and I feel like no mother should ever have to bury their child, and the entire situation is just very sad for anyone and everyone involved, for anyone's lives that Naya impacted. I feel for them, and my heart goes out to them. I want to shift gears, right? I don't drive, so I don't know if that's right. Shout out to all of y'all licensed drivers. I don't even know if this is the right hand, so maybe I'm gonna adjust the Prindle. Shout out to London Tipton. And let's talk about Disney World. I know this is not like a celebrity story, but I feel like if there's no celebrity that I want to redeem, let's talk about a human story that could potentially affect all of us, right? So, Disney World decided, you guys, and for those of you guys that do not know, Disney World is in Florida, which is sort of like becoming the epicenter of, you know, the crisis and the virus and whatnot. They reopened. They reopened their doors. They, you know, said they were going to follow very strict social distancing guidelines. Now, over in Shanghai, I believe, they started to practice those guidelines, and I did read an article that was saying, like, sure, they were enforcing the guidelines, but a lot of the magic that came with the Disney experience is missing. Now, you guys, it just doesn't seem like the most intelligent idea to reopen like the most magical place on earth. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't really make sense to open. You guys, there are 250,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus, and there were 300 deaths just over the span of the past 4 days. So it really didn't make sense to me to open up Disney World, where people are still flying in to sort of go and have fun and be entertained. Just my opinion, it just doesn't seem like the most responsible thing to do, right? So, you know, of course on the ground they have the markings to keep people like 6 feet apart, and I'm just like, y'all, if you can't have the full experience of Disney, it's not Disney World. If you've never been, I promise you, if you're like, oh no, Disney World is opening in the middle of a pandemic, you guys, I promise you, you are not missing a damn thing at all, whatsoever. I promise you. Okay, so real quick, I just want to show y'all a tweet that I came across about what was going on when Disney reopened, right? So we've got the expectation versus the reality of Disney World reopening. Y'all, look at that. Now on the one side, you can see it's all spaced out. Look how gorgeous that is. But you can see on the opposite side, it's once again one big crowd. So like, what is the point of saying that you're gonna have these social distancing rules, right? If people are gonna run in there all willy-nilly and do whatever the hell they want anyway. I can't. However, there's another moment. Social distancing, Disney World style. Y'all, does that look like social distancing to you? Y'all, is the turkey leg worth it? Is the jalapeno cheese Mickey-shaped pretzel worth it? No, it is not worth it. I get that there are annual pass holders, you guys, and those things are very, very, very expensive. I understand that some of you guys may have trips booked to Disney already and the hotel and all of that. I get that. But for me, you guys, it is just not worth it. For me, it just seems like, okay, you can go to Disney World, you can have a ball, you can have the time of your life, you can maybe ride in a teacup, although I'm not trying to sit in a teacup that 50 million other asses have been in at this point because, you know, people breathe and cough and droplets and all of that. Now I have a fear of the damn droplets. I'm just like, is it a money thing? Is it a money thing, you guys? Am I missing like a great business move? Because all I see happening right now is Disney opens, right? Those hardcore Disney people where Disney is their only personality trait, and believe me, I know a handful of them. They do exist. They're running into the park. They've got their shields on. They've got their neck gaiters on with the strings and all of that. And then they go home and who was it? Tamara. Tamara said, oh my God, thank the Lord I was able to visit my family before the second wave of COVID. But imagine a family that went to Disney World and they're like, oh, gotta go see Granny Sally before that second wave hits, even though we were just in the epicenter. And then they go and they get Granny sick. And they don't have no symptoms. So they feel like they're fine, but they pass it on to Granny. And now Granny can't breathe, y'all. How y'all gonna go out there disrespecting Granny? Putting Granny lungs at risk to hang out and have a damn pretzel, to have a good Dole Whip moment. Is it worth it? I don't know, y'all. It's just, that wasn't sounding good to me. Clarabelle is saying, they're greedy and don't care. Thelma said, I'm staying home. Katie said downtown Disney here in Cali was crazy. 2+ hours in line just to shop at the Disney store. No thanks, I can shop online. Katie, I think I saw those pictures on Twitter and I was like, y'all, there's really nothing really going on at downtown Disney that you would feel like is worth putting your health and your life at risk for. There is not a damn thing. I don't care. Listen, y'all, when I lived in Florida and I did the Disney College program and I was living my best life and I was up in Pulse doing all you could drink night, y'all, listen, Pulse, shout out to Pulse. Pulse used to be it. Let me tell you, it is so awful and tragic what happened at Pulse. But before that, when I was just a carefree gay living my life, y'all, all you could drink, y'all, $20, and they put the little bracelet on you, girl. You can get all the Long Islands you want, girl. Whew, y'all know I was living, dog. You know how Wendy Williams just do, I've lived. That's what I feel like. Anyway, when I lived in Florida, my thing was I would love to go to downtown Disney and go to Ghirardelli and get the nice hot fudge over a little ice cream moment. Y'all, Ghirardelli could get the finest chocolates from the most expensive chocolatiers on earth, and y'all would not catch me at Disney. I just feel like the Rona is too powerful. The Rona does not care who you are. The Rona does not care how you feel. And I just feel like it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Shout out to Disney, I guess, for still making their coin. Shout out to Disney, you guys. How about this? Let's end on this. Shout out to Disney for fostering a community that is so strong that they would be willing to risk their lives to experience just a pinch of the magic. Shout out to the mouse. I guess. Okay. Anyway, let's move on, y'all. Let's talk about things that you should see. And for this week, things you should see, the C stands for checkout. So I think that you guys should definitely be checking out Katy Perry's Smile. I love this song. If this is your first time watching, I love Katy Perry in general, but I feel like over the past couple of years, maybe the past 2 eras, they haven't really been the strongest for her. And they've, she's been through a lot. You get what I'm saying? She's been through men issues, self-love issues. However, I feel like finally Katy said, you know what? I ain't got no tears left to cry. It is time to smile. It is time to... It's not a twerker. The song is not a twerker, but it's definitely giving us booty clapping potential. You get what I'm saying? So the new song is called Smile. I believe Smile is the name of the damn album. KP5, right? It's called Smile. Is this the 5th album, y'all? The album is called Smile. Katy Perry gave me life on this cover. I really think that it was smart of her, you guys, to sort of play off of the fact that right now in pop culture, the clown thing is so popular and it's such a hot word to say. Like I would say Khloe Kardashian is acting like a clown. The clownery love. Remember that? There was a time where it was the British girl and they were doing the Snapchats that were like, it's clownery love X. Like literally at one point I had a group chat that was like the clown car, the clownery love X or some shit like that. So I thought it was very, very, very smart of her and inspirational to come out with the song. I really like it. Even if you're not a Katy Perry fan, I recommend that you listen to it. Check it out. Give it a listen. What I like about it is it's just the fact that it's upbeat. It's inspiring. The world is kind of right now. So we need something that's a little bit bright and poppy, like I always say. I really, really, really appreciate the fact that Katy Perry is not back to basics, but back to just... It seems like this era is focused. I felt like the other two weren't as focused, and that's something that I can appreciate. I don't know. I have hope for Katy Perry. There was a little bit that I felt like I lost hope in her and I wasn't really as interested. It had nothing to do with the fact that she shaved off all of her head and wanted to be a bald eagle. I definitely was not one of those people that was like, Katy Perry went bald and now all of a sudden her music is awful. But I am interested. I'm happy for her that she's pregnant. I'm very curious to see what this album is going to give. Have y'all heard it? Have y'all heard Smile? I heard that she filmed a music video for it. I might react, depending, but we'll have to see. Gabby is saying the album is the 5th and called Smile. Kat is saying that it was tropical. Oh, we have Alina. Shout out to my homegirl Savannah in Omaha, Nebraska. It's her 27th birthday today. Bam! Shout out to Savannah. Cheers. Kershell said, I'm not feeling the song Smile, but Daisies is still a bop. Well, geez, shout out to you, Kershell. See, I'm not the biggest fan of Daisies yet. I feel like I need to listen to it more. I wasn't the biggest fan of the music video, but it was just sort of middle of the road for me. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't awful. It was just there. I felt like it was more of... I feel like the fact that Katy was so natural in the music video almost like out or like overshadowed the song a little for me. Anyway, I'll have to give it another listen and see how I feel about it after it's on heavy rotation. Because for me, I just wanted to listen to it and just be like, okay, I heard it. It's nothing that made me want to go back and hear that again. That's a good way to put it. If you guys know, when a song is slowly starting to become your song and there's just like that one part in the song that's like, oh, there she go. There she go. It's not, no, I need to hear that one more time. Like that wasn't in Daisies for me. But maybe on the album, which is why I'm interested. I want to let y'all know that Katy is coming. Do what that information what you will. You get what I'm saying? Gabby hasn't heard it and neither has Katy. Check it out. Check it out. I like it. Felicia said, I didn't like Swish Swish. Swish Swish is probably one of my favorite Katy Perry songs of all time. Maybe I'm biased because I love Nicki Minaj, but wow. I think I probably would like the song without Nicki Minaj, but I love it with Nicki Minaj. Shout out to Swish Swish. Ooh, that was a hit. And Kat is saying that Smile is better than anything she has released recently. And I 100% agree and 3,000,000% agree. Shout out to Mika. I see you, Mika. Hey, Meeks. Welcome to Sunday at the Green Chair, girl. Katy says, my boyfriend liked her Never Worn White song. I wonder if that means he's going to get me a ring soon. I deserve a ring. Well, Katy, you never know. Uh-oh. Might hear some wedding bells in the future, girl. Might be running to the chapel, girl. Yes! Here comes the bride. Shout out to all y'all that's getting married. I'm kind of glad that y'all haven't let the Rona like stop y'all show. Whether it's next year or y'all still are waiting for like December. Let's get Katy off the swing because she blocking my beautiful face. Girl, get out of here. Bam. Shout out to y'all that are getting married and planning weddings and all of that. A really good friend of mine is getting married next year. Can't wait. It's going to be one of the few weddings that I'm not in, so I'm ready to twerk. I'm ready to split my pants. I'm ready to, first I have to get thick and juicy before that wedding and really get ready to make the girls gag because I'm really going to serve it. I'm really going to give it. I'm really going to give it up on a platter, but I'm ready. I'm excited. Ashley said, I haven't heard any of the songs. Oh, no. Oh, I see Fessy. Hi, Fessy. Fessy says, oh my God, I thought I was the only one that loved Swish Swish. Oh my God, no, Swish Swish was a hit. Definitely, 100,000,000,000,000,000%. Okay, you guys. Have to be honest. This is a safe space. I want to be honest with you guys. I did not care about this story because I do not care about this group. However, I felt as though y'all were not going to leave it. So I wanted to include it into the docket so that we can briefly discuss it and then move on. Now, there has been the drama, the great drama between Lady Antebellum and already pre-existing blues singer Lady A. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, Lady Antebellum, after having a career, Lady Antebellum, I think, has been out longer than 10 years. Maybe like between 10 and 15 years they've been out and they've been around. They realized that the phrase antebellum was culturally insensitive. Let's say that. Culturally insensitive to black people. And so at the peak of the chaos of the Black Lives Matter movement, when people were definitely and especially holding others, especially celebrities, accountable, they put out this huge statement about how they were changing their name from Lady Antebellum to Lady A. Now, y'all, I believe somewhere, either here or at work, I believe I said, why did it take the height of the Black Lives Matter movement for y'all to decide that y'all wanted to change y'all name? Now, all of a sudden, black people are like, oh no, we're holding all of y'all accountable, and if your brand is not looking right, we gonna call it out. Now, all of a sudden, y'all want to change our name. Fine, whatever. The girls were willing to, allow it. Very much celebrity deathmatch, for those of y'all that know. I'm so silly, y'all. I just be thinking of stuff from pop culture out of nowhere. For those of y'all that have seen Celebrity Deathmatch, when Judge Mel Lanes goes, I'll allow it, literally everyone in America was like, I'll allow it. So Lady Antebellum changed her name to Lady A. Then we discovered that there was already a singer named Lady A, and they had a discussion. It seemed as though things were fine. We were going to move on. Now, y'all, let me swing back on over here, girl. Let me get them off the screen because I don't even want to look at them no more. Because they only had one good song that I liked anyway. So, bye. Bye, Lady Antebellum. Bye, girl. Now it seems as though the band, Lady Antebellum, is suing the woman, Lady A, who had the name before them, for the use of the name Lady A. Now, I want y'all to look at the statement that I put up on the screen. This was their first statement, right? Now, the band puts out a different statement, and I'm going to read this to y'all. The band puts out another statement that says, today we are sad to share that our sincere hope to join together with Anita White in unity and common purpose has ended. She and her team have demanded a $10 million payment, so reluctantly we have come to the conclusion that we need to ask a court to affirm our right to continue the use of the name Lady A trademark we have held for many years. Now, y'all, how do y'all feel about that? Let's have this discussion because I know that this was something that y'all really wanted to talk about, and so therefore it is important. I want to ask y'all, do y'all think that it is fair for Lady Antebellum to now sue someone who had a name that they previously had been, like she had, the singer Lady A had been around for decades, right? Lady Antebellum had also been around for a decade and some change. Y'all didn't even care that your name was insensitive to a certain group of people until it potentially became a situation that would hurt your pocket, your brand, and your image, right? So if Lady A, the original, said, hey, I'm going to relinquish this name, right? Since they're going to go on, in our imagination, they're going to go on to create more albums and go on tour again, what have you. I feel like that was fair to ask for some sort of monetary something if she's going to be giving up this name or she's going to be allowing y'all to run off with this name and y'all previously had something that was insensitive. I feel like they should just pay her. I don't really understand why, especially now, after y'all done put out that statement, y'all done talked to all y'all black friends and everything else y'all said to change the name. Now all of a sudden it's really not even that important. At this point, it's like, no. We just need to use the name now. But we thought that y'all cared about black lives. I feel like y'all, to me, because and Gabby and all of the rest of the country fans that do watch this, maybe I'm a little bit mistaken. I know that Lady Antebellum, Lady A, what have you, we're going to call them Lady Antebellum. We know that Lady Antebellum, I'm sure, has gone on to make music since Need You Now, right? Are they still popular in the country sphere? Will they go on to make music that people will care about? And if they do, hell yeah, I'm gonna need a cut of some of that bread. I just think it's really insensitive. I think it just proves that their allyship was very performative. It wasn't really genuine to me. And I'm very, very, very disappointed. J.R. Ripa says, can you just pick another name? What the hell? That's what I said from the beginning. When it came to the whole Lady A, Lady Antebellum thing, before they even met, and they were like, hey, let's maybe come to an agreement. I was like, they should just pick a different name. You get what I'm saying? Because people are not going to forget that originally you were called Antebellum. So it's like they should have just changed their name, taken this opportunity if they wanted to sort of switch up their sound or experiment a little bit and see if they could make a splash in a completely different way. And then when people said, hey, weren't you Lady Antebellum? Then that's when they come out with the statement. we talk to our black friends, we talk to everybody, and we just feel as though, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it, you guys. I'm not a fan of Lady Antebellum now, at all. I feel like after Need You Now anyway, they fell off my radar. Gabby is saying they aren't as big since they went on hiatus like 3 years ago. I think their songs haven't made a big splash since Compass or whatever that era was. See, I didn't even know there was a goddamn Compass era or Compass song or Compass tune or Compass movie or whatever the hell Gabby has mentioned. So, a mess, you guys. Chelly is saying leave the Lady A alone with her blues. I agree. Kayla Sanders says, Lady A said, I will not allow Lady Antebellum to obliterate me and my career so that they can look woke to their fans. Period. Exactly. And if that's a statement that she put out, I think that is a statement she put out because I saw that. I just feel like y'all are out here trying to, you guys, there's a lot that's going on with these brands that are trying to perform and act as though they care about black people simply so that they don't get canceled. Some of y'all favorite, influencers are doing that right now. Jeffree Star, in my opinion, is doing that right now. He's doing it simply so the fans can have an excuse to say, Jeffree Star is not famous. Look, he went on a date with Jose. Okay. Jeffree Star is not racist. Look, he's in a car with Black China. And to that I say, and we're not even at the Jeffree Star portion of the show, but to that I say, okay, so what? We already know from Cam Lester that Jeffree Star's team allegedly was putting out sort of like the feelers to see which black influencers and creators would even appear on screen with him. So just don't be fooled by performative activism because not all of it is real, you guys. A lot of that shit is fake. But that's all right because we're going to be here and we're going to call it out. So you ain't got to worry about nothing. Let me ask y'all this before we move on. Will you guys be interested in Lady A, the band, Antebellum, Lady Antebellum's music after this? Let me know how you guys feel while we move on to the next story. Because, girl, that's a mess. They really tried it. They really thought that they were going to get away with that. And that's not how it works, baby girl. I'm so silly today, you guys. Let me get into this border. If you're ready for Jeffree Star drama and all of the rest of the hot topics, the speculation, not confirmations, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and ring the bell and all of those things. And without further ado, let's talk about Morphe now. Something that we thought Morphe potentially was never going to do was sever ties, right? For those of you guys that are a little bit behind or you don't know what a Morphe is or what Tati, James, and Shane and all of that is, I guess this is like my YouTuber corner. It's not a drama channel, but I do enjoy discussing when it's like the top players and their mess because all of it is mess. For those of you guys that don't know or you don't care, let me just give you the info so that you can develop an opinion when we get to that part, right? So Tati Westbrook put out her latest video where she discusses that Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star coerced her into making her Bi Sisters video to tear down James Charles, etc., etc., etc. Jeffree has tea on people on the industry, but something that pertains to this particular story, you guys, was the fact that, Leah Michelle deactivated her Twitter. Okay, bye, girl. Bye, Leah Michelle. The interesting and important thing about this story is the fact that Tati mentioned that potentially Jeffree Star was like a shareholder or some sort of investor with Morphe. And so people were like, hold on, is this why Morphe is so quick to endorse Jeffree or choose Jeffree over other beauty girls, over other brands? Jeffree holds the power with Morphe. How did we arise to this? Now, Morphe came out and they put out a statement saying that Jeffree is not involved with them like that. And I did find it interesting that Morphe, of all of the brands, were trying to create some sort of distance between themselves and Jeffree because that was y'all good Judy, Morphe. That was y'all girl. Y'all was having the grand openings, y'all. Y'all, girl, we was flooding them all, y'all. Remember that? We was flooding them all, y'all. Teens all up on the rafters, y'all. Damn, that's crazy to think about. When you think back to Shane Dawson's series, all them kids is out there with, they ready to meet Jeffree and Shane, and y'all lined up for 2 races. Ain't that shit crazy? That we're able to be manipulated and brainwashed so hard that we'll go to a mall and wait hours in line for 2 races. That's interesting. But anyway, let's jump back into the story. So then, all of a sudden, y'all, Morphe put out a statement. Today, we have made the decision to cease all commercial activity related to Jeffree Star and affiliated products. We expect this to conclude within the coming weeks. As we look to the future, we will continue to share updates on what lies ahead for the Morphe motherfucking brand. Ooh, damn. Morphe done dropped your ass, Jeffree. I was not expecting that. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. I thought that Morphe and Jeffree was gonna be pinky promise, friends to the end, but it just seems as though they're not gonna risk their bag promoting and hanging out and promoting the products of a racist. I'm very, very glad that they've parted ways with Jeffree. I do wonder, you guys, and let me know what you think. If you're watching after, let me know what you think. If you've written a little bit of comment and you've sent it already, you can go back and edit it and add some more. I love the long comments. Do y'all think that Morphe dropped Jeffree out of the actual integrity of the brand? Or do you guys feel like because there were creators like Jackie Aina and I want to say Alyssa Ashley and others that were dropping their Morphe code. So for those of you guys that don't know, as a creator, if you're a big creator and you partner with Morphe, they give you like a product code and you can say use code James and you'll get 10% off at checkout and you'll get a little bit of the profits. A lot of those creators were dropping their affiliation with Morphe, putting out statements and saying that they're not working with Morphe anymore. Do you think that it was because they were losing business and revenue that way and creator relationships that way? Do y'all think that that's why they dropped Jeffree? They just feel like Jeffree and the relationship with the beauty community, it wasn't worth it. You get what I'm saying? Very, very interesting stuff. However, we did have a statement from Jeffree, right? So Jeffree is saying, "Hey Star family, we are shocked and extremely saddened by the decision of our former retail partner Morphe Brushes on parting ways with our brand and Jeffree. Over the past 5 years, we've accomplished amazing things together and released iconic products. We are proud of everything we've accomplished with them. What's next? We have an incredible remainder of 2020 planned and are excited to share our new products with you and our partners around the world. We know our customers will continue to create, inspire, and push the boundaries of our art." Wow. That is so interesting to me that Jeffree Star just sort of puts out this statement that is just so cool, so calm, so collected. And it's sad because Jeffree knows for a fact that there are still so many people that will blindly follow. Even right now, there are Twitter threads out there right now, you guys, of like Jeffree Star being racist. You get what I'm saying? And there are idiotic people, in my opinion, that are underneath the threads going, "Okay, but that happened like 2 months ago. Jeffree, that's not right. Okay, but I'm still gonna buy his product." Like, okay, awesome, fantastic. And also, I feel like it's easier for some of these people to continue to invest and purchase Jeffree's products because racism is not something that has ever affected them. You get what I'm saying? Of course, there are going to be Black people and people of color as well that still decide to choose to support Jeffree Star, and that's their own decision. You get what I'm saying? They have to arrive to that decision within themselves to be like, hey, you know what? I'm not too sure that this is not really something that I want to align myself with and I want to spend money on. You get what I'm saying? You're deciding to spend money on racism. Now, I feel like there were awful things that Jeffree did that a lot of people knew about, and then there were even more awful things that people didn't know about, and I feel like for a long time people only knew about half of it, and then when the rest came out and seeing Jeffree's behavior as we go on through this the past couple of years, they've been able to sort of make that decision. So I wonder, for those people that are still deciding to support Jeffree, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? You get what I'm saying? When do y'all wake up, not all of you guys watching, but for those that still decide to support Jeffree and buy Shane's dumbass backpacks, when do y'all decide that, you know, enough is enough? Because, like, him calling Jackie Aina out her name was, like, not enough. Him calling the black woman a gorilla 50 years ago wasn't enough. Like, all the shiesty stuff with Tati, like, wasn't enough. Like, all of these people coming forward and being like, hey, did you know Jeffree Star is super fucking shady? Like, that's not enough. So I just wonder, like, when is it enough? Also, when is Jeffree going to address the drama that's going on between him, Shane, and Tati? You know, we did have Megan on the show last week, which wasn't she great, you guys? Megan Tonjes, that's a class act. That level of professional on here, y'all, whew, I was shook. Shout out to Megan Tonjes, that's my girl. But she was saying that she thought that Jeffree would wait until the waters were sort of calm and then come and, you know, drop something out of the blue. And honestly, you guys, I'm waiting for that. I'm very curious to see what Jeffree is going to reveal, if anything, and what the consequence will be. A lot of these creators, they don't face consequences. You get what I'm saying? They just are racist, and then 6 months later, they're like, okay, but get into my new lipstick, and all of the children go and they buy it and they do TikToks with the shit, and they think that it's cute. I don't know, you guys. I feel like the public made a mistake making Jeffree Star as famous and as popular as he is, and now we have to deal with the fallout. And how I choose to deal with that fallout is just simply not supporting Jeffree Star and supporting other people. You get what I'm saying? I don't need to put all of my energy or any of that into Jeffree Star. You can put your energy into other black creators. You can put your energy into Jackie Aina, Neon, MUA. There's so many people out there that you guys should check out. I'm gonna have to get a list, and during one of the Club Courtney nights, we'll like go through and talk about some fun black makeup creators on YouTube. Don't let me forget that, you guys. Remind me. I want to do that. That's gonna be fun. Okay, y'all. Now we're gonna switch gears again. All right, we're gonna put our blinker on. Click, 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 click. How y'all drive? Click, 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 and then y'all do this. You move the wheel and we getting off the exit because we're heading off into Calabasas, bitch. Now listen, I ain't never been to Calabasas as long as I've lived in Los Angeles, 4 years. I've never been to Calabasas, but I've been so curious as to what goes on behind the car Jenner gates. Let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Kylie Jenner, right? Now, y'all remember Jordyn Woods and Megan Thee Stallion hanging out, right? We were very excited. We were thinking that maybe Megan was going to be, you know, Jordyn's next big BFF. A lot of people were expecting, they were speculating, because as soon as the fallout with Kylie and Jordyn happened, it just sort of seemed that Megan was on the rise. Jordyn was sort of not really hanging out with her normal people, and now she's up here with Megan. But y'all, let me show y'all this. Let me see if y'all can hear this. Hang on.
We had to come kill the streets for 5 minutes. You said what?
I gotta switch up the music. The PD just came right
Okay. Tori, don't get my phone wet.
Now, very interesting. Very interesting. As you guys can see in the clip posted before that, that was Megan Thee Stallion, Kylie Jenner, and that was actually Tory Lanez. Now, Megan Thee Stallion, she had went live on Instagram Live late last night, and it just so seemed as though she was having just a ball with her homegirl Kylie, and of course Tory Lanez. Now, you guys, I want to ask you guys. I want to let you guys know that, well, let me ask y'all this first. Is this a big deal, and is this wrong? Is Kylie Jenner and Megan Thee Stallion hanging out wrong? Oh, y'all are saying it's Bianca's birthday. Oh, Bianca's birthday is tomorrow. There you go, Bianca. Happy birthday to Bianca. Shout out to my girl Bianca. Let me help you blow out the candles, girl. Happy birthday tomorrow, Bianca. I hope you have an excellent day. Thank you so much for being so supportive. And yeah, I really appreciate you, and I'm glad that you were born because you were put on this planet to do great, phenomenal, and iconic things. So continue to fill out that destiny, and have a good day tomorrow. From me to you, bam. Now let me jump back into the chat. Let me see what y'all talking about right now. Oh, y'all are all wishing her happy birthday. Shabria says, no, I don't think it's wrong for them to hang out. Oh, I see you, Katie. Katie is saying, going back, we definitely got to make sure who we are giving our money to, because I wouldn't want to offend anyone I care for just because I'm being careless about brands. I got to be responsible. Yeah, Katie, that's really all it is. It's really just holding yourself accountable, because I feel like it's easier to hold yourself accountable than for someone to see you and be like, hey, you support this? And then it's an awkward conversation. Keisha saying, I went to a wedding in Calabasas. That town is kind of ridiculous, but beautiful. I need to go to Calabasas and see what's going on. But jumping back into Kylie and Megan. I want to let y'all know that from what I saw on the internet, a lot of people were frustrated. They were upset. They were mad. They were saying things like, first Megan was hanging out with Jordan and now she's going to stab her in the back. And you guys, I don't see it that way. I really, really, really don't see it that way. I really think that Megan is the kind of person that really just wants to keep the peace and be friends with everyone. Like, she's sort of newer in the hip hop industry still, and I feel like she's still on her come up. So it's like, why would she want to close doors on people that technically have not done anything to her? Like, Kylie hasn't done anything to Megan. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing with, it's being rumored heavily right now that Cardi B and Megan are going to drop a collab soon. And some fans are upset because they're like, oh my God, how can Megan work with Cardi B when she's worked with Nicki Minaj? And it's like, okay, but Cardi B's never done anything to Megan, so why would Megan shut the door on that? In my opinion, Cardi B definitely needs a hit right now, and it's not a bad look for Megan either. She's literally one of the most popular artists in entertainment, especially hip hop right now. So like, any bag that you can get on your way up, y'all need to take that. I'm not mad at this at all whatsoever, and I definitely don't look at Megan Thee Stallion as someone that is like wishy-washy. I definitely have been seeing that a lot online. I don't think that Megan is wishy-washy. I definitely think that she is not petty, but positive. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like when it's real life, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to mess with that person because they did my friend dirty, and I don't want to get mixed up with that and all of the drama that comes with that. But when it's money involved, who knows? You guys, you also got to think about it this way. We know that Megan Thee Stallion's thing is the drive, the boat, the douce, all of that, right? We know, hold on. We know, speculation, not confirmation, that potentially Kylie is coming out with her own tequila. Could it be that maybe Kylie just wanted to cozy up to Megan, or vice versa, and sort of see what could come of that? Listen, if Megan endorsed an alcohol, it doesn't matter who the maker of it is, I'm gonna buy it, because I feel like alcohol and partying, that's part of her brand. So like, I definitely would not be shocked or surprised at all if Megan and Kylie wound up working together. I guess the question I want to ask to you guys, do we think that without us knowing that Kylie and Jordan are friendlier than we're being led to believe? Do we think that Kylie and Jordan are talking on the low and we just don't know? Maybe they're trying to rebuild that bridge. I could see Tory Lanez and Jordan Woods being friendly, and I could imagine Megan going to hang out with Kylie to see how she is, to even see if she's going to say anything about Jordan. And if she doesn't, then it's like, okay, cool. Kylie's cool people, but you'll definitely know if Kylie was whack, if she went over there and Kylie was trash talking Jordan, which I don't believe that she is. Imagine. May said Megan was definitely drunk in that video, though. We know she's the hot girl. We know she gonna have a drink or two. That's part of her brand. I feel like if we ever get a random Megan Thee Stallion video in the middle of the night, she's gonna be drunk. And I don't mind that about her. Gabby is saying, yes, they are friendly, but we don't know. Brittany is saying, I definitely think they are. I think that they're talking, maybe, you guys. I'm not sure 100%, but I'm very, very invested in that. Katie is saying the drama between Kylie and Jordan got nothing to do with Megan, and she ain't with the mess. Exactly. May is saying Meg just clout chasing. She a college girl trying to have fun from what it looks like to me. And I feel like if you're an up-and-coming rapper, I feel like if you're a celebrity, y'all, and Kylie ring your phone or Kylie find a way to get in touch with you, or as easy as you open up your DMs and that shit say Kylie Jenner, I am going. Like, I don't care. Y'all, I don't care if I just sat up on the show over at Holly Scoop and said Kylie looked crazy and she don't wash her face. If Kylie, after that broadcast, slide up in my DMs and say, come hang out in the pool, and let me tell y'all right now, I don't even like water like that, I am going to hang out with Kylie Jenner, period. Out of curiosity, girl. I ain't never been around someone that lived that lavish. So, I mean, I don't blame Megan at all. I don't blame her whatsoever. And I think that the internet should definitely chill out and relax. I think that, like I said, people are distracted with the Kylie and Megan part of it, but my eye is seeing something a little bit different. My eye is wondering if Miss Kylie Jenner and Miss Jordan Woods are y'all on the low. Y'all, could y'all imagine if like 3 or 4 weeks from now, all of a sudden, somehow, some way, Jordan and Kylie were spotted somewhere? Like, remember when, for those of y'all that haven't seen, or maybe you missed this in the news, when Kylie was spotted outside of Tyga's recording studio. We need another moment like that, but we need it with Jordan. That would make good TV. Chris, I see you, girl. Ryan Seacrest too. Y'all need to have me write a couple of them pages, because we gonna get it right together. Right, Labella said, LMAO, Courtney, I'm with you. I'm gonna go hang with her too and see what's up. Y'all, I could not, when I tell you, if anyone I ever knew personally was like, yo, Kylie Jenner slid into my DMs and was like, yo, I'm having a party, do you wanna come through? And I was like, I ain't going to that. I would, oh my God, I would be ready to fight. Like, this is a young lady that has Kylie ramen. Like, are you serious? I just want to go. I'm just curious to know, like, what is brunch with Kylie like? What is a 30-minute conversation with Kylie Jenner like? Like, what is Kylie Jenner going to talk about with me or with you? You get what I'm saying? Because we're commoners. You get what I'm saying? So if you were in a room with Kylie Jenner, let that be a question. Whether you're a fan or not. If you're watching after the show, please leave me a comment, because I'm so curious. If you're watching, let me know in the chat. If you were at brunch with Kylie Jenner, what would you ask her? Let me know. Tell me what you think. Interesting stuff. Megan Thee Stallion, Kylie Jenner, Jordan Woods. Megan Thee Stallion, the pop culture peacemaker. Time, get ready to write that magazine article, and quick. BuzzFeed too. Y'all can steal that one. See how I just give back to the community? Y'all just give them all the beautiful golden nuggets. Shelly is saying, be careful, Jordan. They use and dispose people. Okay, you guys. It's about that time. I'm going to ask y'all to do something just so that I know. If y'all are ready for the Red Table Talk part of this show, please leave red hearts in the chat. If you're ready for Will Smith, Jada Pinkett-Smith, August Alsina, Red Table Talk, and Keke Palmer, please put red hearts in the chat. Also, if you're clicked on this video because you want to hear the mess, please give this video a huge thumbs up. It's always so fun to come here every single Sunday, same time, same place, and just kiki about the celebrities with you guys. It's literally my favorite part of the week. Just you, me, a little gay moment back here, and we just get into the celebrity mess. I'm very ready. I was waiting with bated breath on this Red Table Talk. And let me tell you, just so that you guys know how extra I am, I was in the bed, and then as soon as I saw on Twitter the boys and girls talking about it, I immediately jumped up out of bed. Like, y'all don't, like, you know when you rip the covers off? The way I ripped the covers off, y'all, so I could run downstairs and get me a microwavable Trader Joe's mac and cheese, y'all, and put it in the microwave 6:45, because you can't put it in for 6 minutes, y'all. You need to put it in for 6 minutes and 45 seconds to make sure it got all smooth and melty. And then I got me a nice ice cold strawberry juice beverage from the fridge and sat down to get into what Jada and Will was speaking about. Y'all, I gotta sip on this. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all. Okay, it's about that time. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So in case you guys missed it, this whole entire situation started off because August Alsina. Ooh, let me get my picture up, y'all, so y'all know who we talking about. Hold on. This all started because August Alsina went and did an interview with Angela Yee where he talked about him having a relationship with Jada Pinkett-Smith and how he received permission from Will Smith. Now, Jada's reps denied that report initially, but after Jada tweeted that some healing needed to happen, all of a sudden, we received the gift of the Red Table Talk featuring Will Smith. I really wanted to give y'all a little story time moment, so sorry if that wasn't your zhuzh, but I really wanted it to feel very teacher reading the storybook. You feel me? Okay, now, the Red Table Talk, you guys, was very, very, very interesting. Something that I thought was, about it was I felt as though Jada and Will sort of dressed very similar so that y'all could feel like, okay, this is not going to be a fight. This is something that is going to be a full-on discussion, a full-on conversation. Now, something that I was glad that we got clarity on was what happened, right? For those of you that don't know, Will and Jada Pinkett-Smith, married, they have children, we live, we laugh, we love for it. Now, Will and Jada, well, let me say this. Jada is saying that while she was married to Will, and they're still married, they went through something that was, I would describe it as somewhat of a falling out. They said that they thought that they would never speak to each other ever again. Okay, so in my eyes, it sounds as though they were separated. All right, fine. Then Jada goes on to explain that she got caught up in an entanglement with August Alsina. And then Will stops her and he's sort of like, an entanglement? No, like say exactly what it was. And so we have the definition. An entanglement is a relationship. Already, magnifying glass, quaking like shit. It's already quaking. I'm like, damn, okay. So that's some tea. So Jada was dating August Alsina while she was separated from Will. Now, to keep it very simple with you guys, the way I looked at it as, it just seemed as though Will and Jada, they got into it. We know as an audience that from what they've discussed in the past on their platform, on Red Table Talk, is that they're soulmates, they're life partners, they're not going to separate. Like I've said before, Jada said, you'll be over here on one side of the house, and I'll be over here on the other side of the house, but we will still be together at the end of the day. So what it sounds like to me, you guys, is Jada got into this relationship with August Alsina while she was separated from her husband, which is fine as long as they're all on the same page, meaning Will and Jada. Was August on the same page? We'll get to that in a second. Seems as though they got into a relationship. They were potentially maybe intimate, what have you, and then Will and Jada were able to sort of get their shit back together, which is what you do in a relationship. Sometimes it gets a little messy. It is about the person that is willing to be able to help you clean up the mess. And it seems as though once their house and their space and their relationship was clean, August felt like perhaps maybe at this time the relationship was too complex, and so he decided to walk away. Now, here's something that the internet definitely noticed, definitely picked up on. A lot of people felt, well, I'll say this, a lot of people felt for Will Smith. They felt like watching Will through the entire thing was very painful. He looked very downtrodden. He looked very sad. It almost looked like he was crying a little bit, maybe prior to the filming. What do you guys think about that? I feel like, well, let me ask you this. Do you guys feel, after watching the Red Table Talk, that we got the full story? I want to be honest, and I feel like this is okay. I feel like we didn't get the full story. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that is okay. It's okay that we didn't get the full story, although I want the full story. You know my thirsty ass. I want all the details. I want all the tea. I want all the sips. However, it's not our relationship, right? Not our relationship to judge. Especially, it's not our place to judge the boundaries put in place by those two people in the relationship, right? However, I do think it's important, you guys, to note, it appears, based off of what August was telling Angela Yee and how he's reacted afterwards, that maybe it's fair to speculate and not confirm that maybe Will and Jada were in on the boundaries of their marriage and their relationship, and perhaps maybe August wasn't in on all of those boundaries, restrictions, rules, and what have you. And if that were the case, which I'm not saying it was, but it seems like it was, if that was the case, then to me that doesn't really sound fair, because it appears as though August, and for those of y'all that know this song, it sounds like August was up on his Usher. I'm so caught up, got me feeling it, caught up. Hey, don't know what it is, but it seems she got me twisted. It sounds like August Alsina was a little bit caught up in his feelings, and these are the repercussions. I feel like if you're going to involve yourself in a very complex relationship, much like the ones that the Smiths do have, you have to be honest with yourself. Am I mature enough to handle this? If she, meaning Jada, decides to go back to her husband and not deal with me, will I be able to emotionally handle that? And maybe, if this is the case, maybe that's why Will and Jada didn't want to disclose all the boundaries of their relationship to August, because they felt as though he could not handle it. However, if that were the case, that's not fair to August, because you're playing with a young man. He's very young. And it seems like he just has like a lot of hurt and a lot of pain going on here. So I just feel like I wouldn't want to mess with that personally. Music Lover is saying Jada should have made August sign an NDA. I agree. Jessica is saying, I felt he went into work actor mode. His smiles never reached his eyes, and to me, he looked pissed. Nicole is saying we definitely did not get the full story. Let me see. Megan is saying, I feel like the whole thing was to save face. That's all you can say. Will did not want to be there, but he did it for his image and his family's image. Can we all remember they're professional actors? Absolutely, I agree. Kershell is saying he didn't want to be there. Mayberry is saying, I just think this was their business and it shouldn't have been ours. Listen, I agree. I feel like when it comes to relationships, especially complex ones that the mainstream media and the mainstream audience, they're not used to seeing, I think that they should be kept private. Because then look, you open yourselves up to constantly being critiqued. You have people that want to understand so that they can feel like, all right, I get that. We're on common ground. And then there are other people, and I don't know if you guys know people like this or have people like this in your life, hopefully not, but there are some people, you guys, that it just seems like their essence and their job is to like be on earth to purposely misunderstand stuff. So like, that's what happens when your information or the boundaries of your relationship are put out to the public. Like Will and Jada said, it happened so long ago, so I'm sure that when it all went ablaze on social media, they were like, what? Like, how many years ago was that? Very weird and strange situation. Jessica is saying, I feel for August, although I do not agree with him coming for Keke the way he did. Well, Jessica, I wasn't even planning on moving on like that, but wow, we are past an hour into the show. Shout out to you guys that are still watching. We're past an hour into the show. Normally the show's over by now, but listen, we had a lot of tea to get to the bottom of today, and thank you so much for trucking along with me. give this video a thumbs up if you're here for the longer episodes, and who knows, maybe we'll do more deep dives and we'll take on bigger stories and what have you. But, you guys, this story does not even end there. So somehow, Keke Palmer and August Alsina decided that they were going to get into some sort of online debacle. So basically, the world was reacting to the Red Table Talk. I feel like there were lots of celebrities that had reactions. Meek Mill was tweeting stuff out. I know about 50 Cent and the, Will Smith text exchange, and, 50 Cent posted the screenshots. Well, there was a fan that tweeted Keke Palmer a picture, and it was a picture of her and August Alsina. And it was like one of those, "This you?" tweets. So like for those of you guys that don't know, on Twitter, there's like this trend going around where someone is saying something very strong in their convictions, and then someone pulls up an old tweet to sort of be like, you're not being real or you're faking about it. And so they really I felt like they were doing it to sort of be annoying to Keke. And so Keke sort of tweets, "Yes, girl, August was never my man, LOL. That's why you're still reaching to this day to figure out nothing." Fine. She shuts down the hater, basically saying like, girl, you're trying to say that me and August were involved in an entanglement, and that never happened. So continue to reach from behind your keyboard because you're doing what you're doing, which is just being a hater. So next. So then the good sis August Alsina came up out of nowhere, y'all, and he tweets, "You absolutely right. I was never your man. You could possibly never, shorty. It seems you mad you got curved, but your friends are the reason for that. They showed me an endless thread of text and pics of me that you sent, worried about who I date, and begged me to not further disturb your mental instability." Listen, a mess. He went on to tweet, "Imagine not knowing how to mind the business that pays you. I catch all subliminals." And then he just wrote, "Not just about today. You can call me whatever you like. Mess is constantly inserting yourself in topics you have none to do with. If you have something to say it with your chest, kids. It's always very perplexing because I real deal be showing people genuine love. Whole time that envy eating your little heart. Anyway, next." Y'all. Why he went in like that? When I read these tweets, I was very speechless. I was like, all of that energy. It was so much passion, so much aggression, it seemed as though it was so much anger. I was like, oh, well, he's a little sassy. All right. And I just was like, girl, whatever. However, thankfully, Keke Palmer is such a class act. She is such a queen. She decided actually to hop back on Instagram, and she actually left a statement that it closed the chapter and definitely probably left a little bit of a sting. So she writes on Instagram, "I want to be mean, but I can't. I want to post screenshots, but I won't. I feel attacked, but it's not about me. It's about so much more than that. And as much as I want to defend myself against the disrespect I have received, because I'm not nice all the time, this is about something so much bigger. I wouldn't feel good kicking someone when they are down because it's so easy to attack when you're in a corner. I get it. People be hurting y'all, and most of the time it has nothing to do with you. I can't fuck up my karma worried about my ego, though I'm human and I have one. Just know I am that bitch despite what my humility may make one believe. I don't have to beg or be thirsty for a damn thing because my talent speaks louder than my looks. Let the cheek be turned, poos, and my character is too strong." Woo! Now that's how you clear a bitch. I don't know who that hoe is. Shout out to Saucy Santana. I love when Saucy says that. When Santana says that. That's my favorite thing ever. You guys, Keke Palmer went and gathered up August Alsina's edges. And here's the thing. I like August Alsina. I love his music. I think he has a great look. I know he's been through a lot, especially with his career. I feel like he definitely deserves to be up there and sort of regarded with a lot of our R&B girls that we like today. But damn, Keke Palmer knew exactly what to do, exactly how to respond without being messy, how to get her point across without being poisonous. And it just seemed as though August was just trying to hurt her feelings. And it's like, as a man, like, what joy do you get out of purposely trying to hurt Keke's feelings? Like, it wasn't like a comedy thing. It wasn't like funny kind of commentary. He was purposely trying to like embarrass her and get at her. And I just loved the way that she just swerved out of the way. I don't know why I'm doing so many car things because I don't drive, but I loved how she just swerved out of the way of that, because that could have been such a messy situation. And you know what, you guys? August Alsina, he just dropped a project and I haven't even heard it yet because I'm so caught up in all of this Smith drama. And it sucks. I really do hope that he can find a situation that is good for him mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and I hope that his physical gets okay. I hope that Keke Palmer continues to just rise above this. It really annoys me, switching gears real quick, mini gear switch. It annoys me that her show got canceled. The Michael Strahan, Sarah, Keke Palmer. That is annoying that got canceled. That young lady needs her own show, her own platform. She used to have the show on BET that I used to watch every single day, but I think she left to go do Cinderella on Broadway, and then we didn't get any more. But she's one of my inspirations. I love Keke Palmer. What do you guys think about her? Let me know in the chat. And of course, let me know down in the comment section below. Oh my Lord. Do you guys stan Keke's sassy clapback? That's my question. Let me see what y'all saying. Nicole is saying she's bomb. I love her. Katie says, now that's a clapback. Wendy says she is well spoken. It blows my mind. Karen says, hurt people, and she stopped that cycle. Queen. Exactly, Karen. She could have kept the mess and kept the ball rolling, but you know what? It's not even time for that. Keke Palmer just released music. I believe she just dropped Thick. Please go and listen to that. Get into her music video as well. Karen is saying August is so immature. Wendy is saying the 2020 word is entanglement. I can't, you guys. I just thought that was such a messy situation. I once again want to say shout out to the Smiths for just coming forward and being as open as they felt comfortable doing about their relationship, because I feel like it's really no one's business, and it kind of sucks to have someone else sort of out their relationship randomly. I don't know, you guys. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this, is what it is. I'm very curious to know if there are people out there that have perhaps signed NDAs with the Smiths. Is August Alsina the first person to be involved with the Smiths like this? I hope that if they are and they want to come forward, they do it in a way that's not messy. Let it come out in a book 5 years from now. I just don't want it to be done in a way that's like clowning the Smiths, because I really respect the family and the work that they've done and how they raise their children. And I feel like, August, you need to put your anger somewhere else, because it definitely did not belong in Keke Palmer's mentions at all whatsoever. But you guys, I think that's the end of the show today. Let me sip. Yeah, that's tasting like the end. Wow, y'all, I can't believe I got through all of that. We did Jeffree, the Smiths, August Alsina, Keke, we did Katy Perry, and we talked about Naya Rivera. I did everything I wanted to do this Sunday. Something I want to let you guys know before I go is to make sure that you keep an eye on my YouTube channel on the community post, because I'm going to be asking you guys a bunch of questions about Club Courtney, whether you want to change the name of it and what fundraisers we're going to raise money for next. Any song requests, keep an eye on my YouTube channel. Definitely, don't forget. But yeah, that's about it, you guys. I'm gonna get out of here and skedaddle. As always, it has been a pleasure hanging out with you guys, as always, every Sunday. If you enjoyed this episode, of course, let me know your favorite part down in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up just off of the strength if you've made it this far. I really appreciate people that watch from the beginning all the way to the end. I know it's a lot, but I really appreciate you guys rocking with me every single week. The rebels of the revolution, literally the best people on the internet, and don't let anyone tell you guys any different. As always, you guys, wash your hands. Harry Styles taught me to treat people with kindness. You do the same. And until next Sunday, I will see you guys. Don't you forget that the world keeps spinning, and so shall you. And be nice to one another. Call your parents. Call the people that you care in your life, and make sure that you continue to do good things.